Hey, what's up, church? It is good to be back with you for this edition of what is happening in our church. Friends, I just got to say thank you so much for the time off in July. Had a great time. You all know that and have shared that. We got to see friends and family. But I also want to say thank you to those who stepped in during that time and did What's Up Church, and also to our guest speakers. I've heard incredible comments and compliments from many of you on what a great job they all did. Also, thanks to Pastor Lisa for covering all the pastoral concerns that we had. And we did have a few last month, but it was really, really great to get away and to just take a breather and to rest and recreate all that. So anyway, thank you again for that. And thank you for the warm reception this past Sunday as I was back in the pulpit there and just share with all of you. So it really is good to be back. And thank you again for all your wonderful comments and generosity and hospitality while I was away. Speaking of Sundays, we started a new sermon series this past Sunday called Uncomfortable by Brett McCracken. We started with what my dream church was all about. And so I had a lot of comments and compliments on that sermon as well. We're going to continue this for the whole month of August. We're going to talk about what it means to embrace the discomfort of being a Christian. And we're going to talk about the uncomfortable cross in a couple of weeks. We're going to talk about uncomfortable people. Yes, we're going to go there. And then we're going to close everything out for our fifth Sunday on August 29th with our one worship service at 10 o'clock as we talk about countercultural comfort. So hope that you will tune in or attend service here as we are about this series on uncomfortable during the month of August. Speaking of August, we know that there are lots of things coming up. School is right around the corner, so we're doing lots of things for that. Our mission giving for August is our 5-star giving. I had a couple of you ask me what that was. This is giving over and above our portion giving that we have always paid out. And these are to advances from local to international advances that the United Methodist Church is involved in. And so we continue to give over and above our portion share there and to other wonderful ministries and mission opportunities scattered all across the world through the church. So that's what our communion rail offering and our Noisy Pots offering will go to this month. We also have another opportunity as school is gearing up again, is we are working with CPS, as you know we have for the last couple of years. We work with them on back to school. And this year we're providing school supplies for a number of students in CPS. These are kinship placements. These are children who have been placed with family members. And one of the things that's happens there is if they're placed with family, they don't receive any assistance. So sometimes grandparents or aunts and uncles or older siblings get taxed with the cost of providing for a child that they just might not quite be ready for. So we help out in there. We have about a half a dozen of these left. People were so gracious last Sunday and took most of them here. But you see, we have a name of a child on there. They give us their age, their gender, and then on the back, there is a couple of the items that are needed for that. So like I said, we have about a half a dozen of these left here in our foyer. Thank you to those who've already brought your supplies back, as this one is here. It's full of clothes and supplies, and then we know that this will help go a long way for a child to begin a successful day at school. So thank you all for that. If you're interested in that, you can call us here at the church. Gail McLeese, our missions chair, is heading that up, and she'll be glad to fill you in on any information you might need for that. We have several other upcoming events. I want to remind folks, believe it or not, the Pumpkin Patch. We've already had our planning meetings on that. It will happen earlier this year. We're looking at starting the last week in September with our pumpkins arriving. So just wanted to have you get that on your radar screen. We will let folks know when they come. We're going to do a full truck again. We had such a huge success last year with the Pumpkin Patch. As you know, our Pumpkin Patch is our primary fundraiser for our Build-A-Home ministry that we do every year. That will happen again in spring break of 2022. So all of these things are coming right around the corner very quickly there. So just be hearing or waiting for information on the Pumpkin Patch. We'll let you know what's going on. We're going to need volunteers, of course, as we always do. But we'll be hearing more about that. Also, in September, we're going to really emphasize our discipleship around here and a number of opportunities for folks to engage in the larger life of the church. We're going to bring Recharge back on Wednesdays. We are planning on having the meal and all of those opportunities as well. So just know that a lot of stuff is going on in the life of your church. We appreciate those folks who are stepping up and who are offering their services there. So we're excited about what this church is about and where we're going to be going in the next few weeks and months. Speaking of that, at the end of our sermon series, we're going to have an opportunity to respond to how you can become more involved in the life of the church. We'll have a time and talent survey that will be distributed there, and we're going to celebrate all these opportunities that we have as a church to be the hands, the heart, and the voice of Christ in our community and our surrounding area. So friends, again, it is so good to be back with you. I'm glad to be sitting in this chair once again and bringing you wonderful news about your church and all that's there. As always, I want to remind folks that we are live streaming our services on Sunday mornings. We do that at 9 and 11 o'clock. We have the our Sunday school hour at 10 o'clock for various groups that are there. We invite you this year to, as we're coming out of the pandemic, although we know there's some things that are going on there, we are still planning on getting back to normal as much as we can in September, and just want you to know there are lots of opportunities that you can become involved in the life of our church. So if we don't see you in person on Sunday, we hope that you will tune in and join us on the live stream as well. Friends, thanks so much for your time and attention, and we look forward to seeing you on Sunday. Bye now.